Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright, in the commentary booth with me, we have your local guy who races for Ferrari. And we have a couple of the guys already. It's Noah who has set a time. He has a 120. Racing Jason just sets a time. The Aston Martin, both of you might set a time. He does, gets a 121.8. And so far our defending champion, our winner, FRA Allison, he will take pole with a 19.6. Kenzie will get a 21.2. Corey will get a 20.6. We have the Red Bulls coming across the line. Lando will take third with the 20.3, and Little Chaz will come up the line next. No, Little Chaz is starting his flying lap. Who's in the Mercedes? HSR Benjamin. In the Mercedes, coming around. He's coming into pit. Has not set a time yet. Gangster Dog. What will he get? Gangster Dog takes fourth with a 20.4. So far, Allison has provisional pole, but it looks like it's going to be hard to take that away from him. What do you have, bro? Who do you think is going to win today?
Allison.
Do you think Coder's going to catch up to him?
No. I mean, Coder's going on medium, so I think he wants to start medium, so I don't think he's going to get caught. I think Allison wants to pull away.
Yeah, that's a scrap I think that we're really getting down. Like, we're really looking forward to see. We want to see Allison, Coder, and Corey and company all fight it out for those podium places. It's gonna be, if Allison keeps pole, it's gonna be interesting to see if Coder's strategy does pay off. If he decides to go on softs, still out on the mids. So let's see if he can improve his time.
He's 5/10 down.
He's down?
Yeah.
Yep, he's a second up. Most of the guys back in the pits. Gangster Dog also pitting. We have Pop Out. Justin Validates. We have Little Chaz, who sets at 124. Had a bad lap. This will be his. Yep, and Little Chaz on a great flying lap. Let's hope Little Chaz can finish strong. Oh, and he doesn't. He wipes out and actually tires. Comes out of the Ascari chicane. Clips the curb. You want to kiss it, you don't want to clip it too hard. And Little Chaz is now finding himself in the back of the pack. 124 will probably be the slowest time of the day. And Little Chaz will be looking to start from the back of the pack. Okay, if you start P15, do you just start on mediums?
Yeah, definitely. There's no point in going on softs.
Yeah, so his race isn't completely gone. He can still, you know, there's still a lot of things he can do. Yep. But for now, Little Chaz qualifying is over.
Oh, Allison's perfect.
Zeech on mids, going back into the pit lane. SR Benjamin on his flying lap. He invalidated the one we saw before, so let's see what he can do here. HSR Benjamin coming in from another league that's been cooperating with PRL. I should know the league name, but I'd have to go through the Discord to read exactly which league he manages. But HSR Benjamin, he hasn't gotten. Oh, did he invalidate? I don't think he did.
No, he kept it. I think he comes from let me check.
And now HSR Benjamin hoping to get a decent lap in. He doesn't want to be too behind here in PRL. HSR Benjamin comes across 7th. 8 minutes left in qualifying, and only 2 pilots have but set times yet.
He's the owner
Have yet to set times.
He's the owner of IXOR.
Can you repeat?
IXOR.
IXR.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot of IXR drivers probably watching the stream, rooting on Benjamin. He's got a lot of fans. Everyone's got friends who just watch him. I'm pretty sure every pilot has their group of friends that's sick of hearing him talk about the Twitch stream. Hey, you can watch me. You can watch me race on Sunday. You don't have to watch, but you can. You know, you got nothing else going on. Saturday, Sunday, whenever. Just here's the link. You can watch it later. You don't have to watch it live. I just saw Benjamin. Oh, loses the rear out of a Scary.
Ooh. You get wing damage?
Doesn't get him. No, he doesn't. He did it from my vantage point. Looks like he did clip the end plates. He clipped the front left end plate, but that was it. It's a little chipped, but that might be it. Allison with an invalidated lap. Corey P2. So Corey right behind Allison. This is just Corey's strategy. He wants to be right there. He wants to be behind him. If he can't beat him, he still needs to be P2. He can't give up points to Allison, because if Allison truly is faster, and if Allison can take all the races on this calendar, Corey might be in trouble. I'm sorry, Coder might be in trouble later on the season. Corey's also pretty fast, and Corey can make a run for some high positions, but he has not been as what's the word, consistent as he was last year. Last year he put up a really good fight against Coder. This season he's been slipping off a bit, but he's still, the races where he is finishing, he's finishing high. He has unfortunately had a few DNFs that have led to him missing out on a lot of points this season. Here we have ETSR Layton coming in through Parabolica onto the main straight. He starts his flying lap. Layton already has 3rd, and let's see what he can get here. If he can better his time, get a jump on Corey, who he is only a 10th behind. Again, one of the things that I love about Tier 1 qualifying is that the margins are really, really small.
Yeah.
These guys are all fast, and you know, only a little bit separates the top guys.
Usually second between the most.
Yep.
Zeech is out.
Oh, yeah, Zeech is retired. So Zeech now didn't set a time, he's coming out of a Scary, and now he's gonna have to start in the back with Little Chaz. I think he starts in front of Little Chaz. He retired later.
No,
or
because
I might be wrong.
Chaz set a time.
Oh, you're right. He did set a time. At least he has right. At least he has a time up. Ratex, however, is in the pits. He's not, unless he has a quali ban that I'm not aware of, has not set a time yet.
I'll check it.
4 minutes left in the qualifying session for Monza. Monza is one of the funnest tracks because of how much low downforce you run. Oh, and Kenzie has now retired. P11 was all that Kenzie was able to get.
Scary.
Yep. If you, well, yeah, like, if there's one chicane that scares me, it's that one, because that curb will send you flying if you, uh, one of the things that I've been noticing about Tier 1 that I've also been doing is, you sort of, you hit that last apex on the left. You barely hit it, but it does enough to make you skid a little bit.
Yeah.
And if you skid, you save time than if you actually take the proper way around the apex. So you want to just hit it just right. It makes you skid, and gives you a little bounce, and that sends you absolutely flying down that straight without having to slow down at all. Here we'll be on board with Benjamin. Let's see if he does it. As he comes into Ascari, you want to go early. He does. Rides the white line, kisses it. See. Just right, and sets you off just beautifully done. And again, if you do it just wrong, or if you have the throttle just a little bit too wide open, if your differential is just a little bit too unlocked, you won't land that, and you'll spin and you'll go straight into either the left or right wall. And Benjamin, yep, sets P3, pushes Leighton down into P4. Allison still with provisional pole, as some of these cars are also coming back out.
With your thing on Rad, he doesn't have Polyban, he's just obviously coming out yet. I think he disconnected because he left the session earlier, so.
Oh, hopefully not. Lanzo for Red Bull. P6 on his that lap, about to begin his flying lap. So is Corey. Corey's about to begin his flying lap. We're right on board with him. We'll keep track of the McLaren and the Red Bull as they both, and Allison, I believe, is also beginning their flying lap. Those three cars. So here's Corey. Goes slow through the first chicane. Down Curva Grande. Or should I say Curva Grande? I love my Mexican show.
Benjamin.
Yeah, Curva Grande is like Americanized. He goes down Curva Grande. It's my fake American accent when I could actually just say it right. Yeah, Corey looked. This was Corey's flying lap, but he's going slow.
Yeah, Allison had a moment as well. He's aborted his lap. Benjamin, in second.
Oh, Benjamin takes over P2. Yeah, 50 seconds left in quali. Some of these guys are barely going to be able to go over the line and start a flying lap if they need one, or else it will be over for them. Corey. Lando drafts off of Corey. Comes down into Parabolica. Wow. Lando got a lot of drafting off of a slow-moving Corey. Lando will go second.
That's massive.
Lando drafts off of Corey and gets P2 at Monza. Leighton has DNF. Now, Leighton, although he holds P5, that will still be a DNF charge for the team. They will still have to pay for that. So even though it might have not affected his life. And now Bokvin also retires. Although his is not a damage retirement, his is a pit retirement. Who's still on their flying lap? Yeah, some of these guys are on their flying laps. Gangster Dog still fighting to get out of 7th. 7th is not ideal. You don't want to start on the midfield. Oh my god, there's 2 tires on the track. Racing Jason retires. Second Ferrari to have retired. Doesn't seem to be from damage either. He is going slowly down Curva Grande. Gangster Dog comes down Parabolica. What will he get? Does not better his time.
Oh. Whoa, that was close. Lando, Jesus.
we are just waiting for Allison to finish his
Coder's
lap, and that should wrap it up.
That's
Papoot,
quite
I
surprising.
think. Yeah, Papoot's car has to go in, and then we'll be on. Ladies and gentlemen, or just men, because I think only guys watch this. Again, like, I'm really fascinated in how many men and women watch the streams. I bet it's all guys. I'm not even being sexist. I just think that guys are gonna watch other guys race around in virtual cars. I don't think women do that. It's not a dig. I think that only mentally ill people watch other people race around.
Well, I mean, I race against
women don't watch because they're normal. but like, what's the ratio of women drivers to male drivers in F1? It's still mostly male, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, real life or game?
Or like in the game. Like, yeah, like how many gamers? Yeah, it's
Game?
men. Most of men are.
Yeah, I've only came across like 2 gaming girls. Who
Yeah, and there's games like Call of Duty or Red Dead where there's so many just girls. There's women and girls just like literally there's everywhere now. So it's like most of the lobbies are like half and half.
Yeah. Lando got very close
Anywho.
to Allison's time.
It's gonna be interesting. That podium. So from the last few races that we've seen, Allison has been staying in front and dominating and leading and having again a very established presence. You know, just leading the race. So will we see that, or will we see Coder and Corey give him hell?
No, we'll see.
That is gonna be the question.
1-2 Ferrari.
1-2.
Oh, yep, of course,
are you-
100% now.
It's raining.
Yeah.
Yep, raining in Monza. That means that tomorrow for Tier 2 we will have sunny for both sessions.
How do you know?
Because I'm superstitious. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Not really, but it's. I'm willing to bet on it at this point that tomorrow we will have a dry session.
Well, we always get wet races, don't we?
I wonder if the session will be half wet, half dry,
Yeah.
or if it will just remain slightly wet for the whole thing. Either way, it's gonna be a great race, but I really do wonder what's gonna happen.
I mean, turn 1's gonna change everything.
It's a wet race, so these guys are gonna go slow.
I think something's gonna break late and then all hell loose.
I didn't get the how many? 17? 15, right? 15 drivers out today, so hopefully we don't see too many of these guys DNF.
Good. Allison left. Oh. You saying this?
Saying everyone's leaving, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on the chat just in case.
Yeah, okay.
It might. Sometimes it's a glitch, and it just shows that.
I mean, but if only me and you were seeing that,
Yeah. Sometimes it does that. That's what I'm saying.
people like look at the way everyone is. What is happening? This is why commentators should be putting pairs because they could be yeah.
Look, right. It probably is just us, man. If someone lost connection, then it's gonna do a migrating host thing, and it's gonna just show us everything, even though it didn't happen really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. Kenzie's
Right.
texting me.
Yeah. So just confirm, because it might be a glitch. Either way, here. Yeah. Let me get the racing order.
It surely couldn't be our internet because then both of us. Hold on. He said all them left. I'm gonna ask. Why did you leave without any information? Very nice one. Good. Smart man. Okay, can you write me the response? ASAP, please. Yeah, I just think. Oh, we're restarting. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, there's a restart. Lobby glitched. We will the race will continue on shortly as soon as we get invite to new party, and we will not go to quali session again. We will go straight into race. If they leave it on dynamic, they might get a dry. We might still get a dry session.
No, I think there should be a rule in place that you have to drive in the conditions that you were gonna drive in if a restart happens. Because like it kind of ruins the fun. Because say in quali it says a wet race, then you're gonna have to prepare for that. So I think if it restarts, you just have to do the wet race anyways. I'll invite you to the session.
Yep, as soon as you get it. Yeah, they're gonna make it wet. It's already on wet condition.
Bahrain. Whoa. I mean, what track is next? Portugal. Yeah, the next few races are going to be so wet mostly. It's kind of annoying.
Because of the tracks?
Yeah, because
just because of where
it's Portugal, then Russia, then Japan, then China, then Canada, then Brazil. Like, some of those tracks are notorious for being wet. But we could have a lot of drama after this because the two owners are side by side going into turn one, so it's not great news. Gangster and Coder.
Where's Coder?
Coder's P8.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I was looking at the lobby and not the thing. So I was like, what? What list are you? Yeah, I was like, what list are you talking about? They're not together. No, yeah, you're right. They're right there. So. Oh, spectate. My bad. There you go. Spectating. I've been watching highlights from older races, and it is so fascinating how small all those cars were. Like the 2005, they were all just so like small and narrow.
Yeah, so skinny. Yeah.
And like, yeah, and overtaking was so easy because you could just like line up next to someone.
Yeah, it's just like flat out that, like, you think back to those races, like most of those races barely had any really braking zones. They were kind of just straight.
Yep. They were more flowy.
Yeah.
And then yeah, now they have more chicanes for safety because they don't want you like always pushing it that hard.
Yeah. What do you think of tonight? No, quali today.
I was surprised by Mercedes. I really thought that their engine was just gonna push. You know, like was just gonna like out drag everyone.
Yeah.
But like, so the fact that like their engine isn't like super juiced is a good. So in terms of racing, this is perfect. We're gonna get close to racing.
Yeah, but like, if a Haas is outperforming you and an Alpha, like, there's got to be something wrong with that. Like, fair play to Magnussen for qualifying there, but he should never be ahead of a Mercedes driver.
What I absolutely loved the most was that Bottas out qualified George.
Yeah, just
That was my favorite. Yeah, it was just it was like yep. Like I was of the opinion that I think that they let Bottas go too soon. Maybe even if he wasn't the perfect wingman, like seriously, who else is faster?
Yeah.
Like there isn't anyone faster than Bottas right now. in
Yeah.
terms of that P3, P4, P5. You're not going to get anyone else because everyone else already has a long contract with Signs, Lando. They're already taken up with everyone else.
Yeah,
You're
they
not going
kind
to
of.
get any of those guys.
I don't know why they went for George. It was. I think it was too soon for him.
Yeah, I don't. I like George. No hate on him at all, but like, I feel like Bottas is still like a fucking insane driver, and if he completely out qualified, like out destroys George this entire season, I will just be so fucking happy. Like you don't understand how happy I will
Yeah,
be.
I think they should have like they should have left Bottas this season, and then Hamilton would have retired, and then just put George in because
Yeah, I
Hamilton.
would have. Yeah,
Yeah, Ferrari are back.
I
What was?
wonder. I wonder how it's gonna play out over the season. Like, is it just Bahrain? Because Bahrain, look, Bahrain is
Yeah,
it's an easy track to drive.
yeah,
It's it's got long straights and it's only got like a couple of hard turns, but everything else is like literally a straight.
yeah, yeah.
So again, like it's just the first track. Like when they get to Barca, Monaco, Portugal, all those other tracks, we're gonna see how those cars behave on those hills and everywhere else on the turns.
I just wonder, like, does Ferrari have more power than Red Bull, or like, have is it just Ferrari's track? Because Red Bull looks strong. Like Perez was up there, and that's surprising.
Wonder, man. I wonder what it's gonna be. Again, like I don't I have to just wait to see it. I've seen some of the practice sessions, but like again, I can't say anything. I just have
Yeah.
to wait.
What?
Also like what if like Mercedes is literally just like waiting until Sunday to turn up their power?
Exactly. That's what I think. I think Mercedes don't have quali pace, but I think they have insane. I think they're hiding something for the race.
Yeah, like again, or here's what really did scare me the most about these cars, is that they said that Lando's McLaren couldn't do more than like 13 laps on a stint
Yeah.
before the tire. So it's like, are we gonna like see the new era of like pitting 2 or 3 times now again?
Yeah, but I think that was because how poor McLaren are, and plus their poor. I don't know how to say it, but their porpoising was like insane. Like they were bouncing everywhere, and Mercedes have it too. Ferrari and Red Bull seem to have it quite easy, and they seem that they're able to control that. But yeah, I want tire fueling back. No, I want fueling back, not tire fueling. I want fueling back.
Feel, feeling. You're gonna, yeah, people are gonna burn again.
Yeah, I don't care. I want fueling back. It's a lot more exciting. Makes the races closer.
I love trolling uh Mercedes on social media. I go to the comments and just type in Max, and then just watch the hate unfold.
Uh,
I love instigating the holy war between Max and Lewis fans. May it rage on forever.
yeah. I mean, Max is like one of those drivers that he'll make a car like twice as good as it actually is. But like you just think this year Ferrari might just have enough pace that can't keep
Yeah,
up.
that's what's scary.
Yeah,
Yep, I think Ferrari's gonna be the new Mercedes, because
exactly.
right, because
Yeah,
yeah, but they're gonna be the new construct, like like look, right. I think that they're just right. They're gonna be the constructor to watch out for. Sainz and Leclerc are both fucking great drivers.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry for cursing
Ferrari
so
will
much.
destroy it. Yeah,
Yeah, but they like as long they're both solid, man. So as long as they both perform, if they have no issues, if they don't have any crazy DNFs, nothing, like they're gonna kill it. They're gonna absolutely kill it.
if Max and Leclerc, though, if they get into a rivalry, that's a bit scary because Max and Leclerc are a bit of a they like to get their elbows out. It could cost a lot of money, but it's racing.
Yeah, I do want to see Max go up against new rivals too. Like I want to see other guys give him hell, not just Lewis.
Yeah,
So I love Max. I am a Red Bull fan, but like I also want to see other people challenge him. I don't like I loved last season because it was literally like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was kind of weird when you were like, okay, well, I mean, the only two competitive cars are Red Bull and
Yeah,
Mercedes.
you want to see a few drivers fight.
Yeah, you want to see other people. So it's like,
You want to see like a
so I'm,
2012.
yeah, you want to see everyone go at it. Like, right, those are the best ones where you're just like, oh man, it's like four of them at the top, and you don't know,
Yeah,
you don't know how this is gonna go.
Well, let's get
All right, well, yep, nice formation lap. We got a nice little break, nice little reset, and we are back in the wet at Monza. Everyone's got inters. We have 27 laps. Allison is on pole.
This is four
This
pole.
is, I think, third.
Third.
Ever since Imola. Imola, Silverstone, Hungary. Oh, fourth. You're right.
Yeah. And he do
Wait.
4 in a row?
No, I don't know if he got the Imola one, but he got the Imola win for sure. But I'd have to confirm the Imola pole. I think Jacob got Imola pole.
I'll
I
check.
don't remember. Yeah, but anywho, the cars are lining up.
Oh, I won't be able to check. Okay.
And here we go.
Whoa.
Drivers go down. Lando keeps P2. It's Noah. Gains 3 places. Gets into P3. Allison virtually untouched. Lando, however, gets 3 seconds for cutting the corner, although he might have been pushed. Allison leading the pack as the cars go around. The AlphaTauri of Gangster Dog has spun. And he does not have damage. He is good to go. That's good. Yep. Oh, and oh, and someone went flying. And it's Noah. Comes back on last, and AlphaTauri are both now at the end of the pack, trying to catch up. Meanwhile, Allison is leading Lando. Lando just a 3-second penalty will come back to bite him later on. Hopefully he doesn't rack up more. Allison, you can hear him downshifting through Parabolica. That sounds like a Billy Joel song, downshifting through Parabolica.
What? I could so split
like,
up.
Yeah, that just rolls off the tongue. HSR Benjamin in P3. Corey Sewell lost a place. Benjamin gained one, I believe. Coder right behind Corey. Oh, interesting. None of the Haas's showed up today. So lap 2, oh, RevTex are only disconnected. So no DNFs yet. All 14 cars are still in it. Allison leading. I think this is the first time we actually see Allison racing in the wet. Yeah, so you know, it's going to be interesting to see if Lando and Benjamin keep up with him. Maybe Allison is a little bit slower in the wet, and you know, he's not going to be able to create as much distance as he probably ordinarily would in the dry.
Everyone send it.
Yeah, Lando's doing a phenomenal job staying really close to Allison, just following him through. Look at that. Silky smooth, yeah, just really smooth.
Over and pouring in some nose incident. AlphaTauri race has just crumbled after having such a good corner.
Zeech up in 8th place, gained 6 places since the start of the race. I've been racing with Zeech this week on public lobbies and it's pretty fast, so...
Lando's gonna make a move on this.
Nice. Right, so again, this is interesting to see. Will maybe Lando might have the edge on Allison in the wet?
He does have a penalty, does.
Yeah, so again, that will
6
affect him.
seconds.
He gained another 3?
Yeah, that's not good at all. Ooh. Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, and he nearly loses it twice. Loses a couple of tenths, and Benjamin gets the overtake done. Now Lando finds himself in 3rd place with oh wait, yeah, I'll check the penalties later.
Huh?
No, I just said I'll check the penalties later.
Oh,
I
yeah.
usually check them like towards the end.
He has 6 seconds, so yeah, that's not great. I checked. It's warnings. Benjamin's on needs 1 more warning and he gets a penalty. Allison needs 2 more and he gets a penalty. Coder and Corey are both doing.
Oh, and someone's gone off. Benjamin doesn't make the braking zone and has to go across. Doesn't get a penalty because it was a mishap. Rejoins safely right behind Lando after giving up the position, and that's how you do it, folks. You don't get penalized if you rejoin safely and give up position. If you try to keep the position you had when you go off, you will get a penalty.
Everyone just got a warning so far. 2 people got the clean.
Yeah, with the wet race, I can see penalties playing a difference.
Looks like Allison's...
no, yeah, I was gonna say that Allison seems to be. Is he driving slower than he has to? That might also be a possibility, but again, you won't know until later in this race. The race might just be wet, so I think we might keep the conditions for the whole race.
Yeah. Did Coder get overtaken?
Yes, by Leighton, by his partner.
Is that strategy or is that just...
Well, yeah, Coder might not be as fast in the wet. Again, everyone has a different pace once you throw the weather into it. If you don't know how to race in the wet, watch Cars, and Doc Hudson will teach you. You want to go right, go left. When you want to go left, go right. That's all there is to it.
So I usually just go 11 to 11 wings and I just go 1 up over the wings when it's wet.
Corey a ways behind Benjamin. Oh, Corey locks up a little bit.
No, it's off.
Yep, you have to go so gentle on that throttle or else you will spin.
Yeah,
You have to just tease it, barely touch it.
He kind of did it with Claire. He kind of just lost his brakes. And just fell. Oh, Corey's off.
And Corey gets passed. It's Noah has retired, giving us our first retiree of the race. Corey battling Leighton. Both Alpines.
Oh. Benjamin
We
got
have it
3
close.
seconds.
Nice. We have a close, not nice, but like
Yeah.
I watched it.
Oh, here we go. Here's a crash. Kid.
Oh, and Corey gets passed by Coder. Corey, both Alpines have now passed the McLaren, and Corey should be panicking as he's down in 6th. Meanwhile, Zeech in the other McLaren is trying to catch up to his teammate and catch up to Papau, who is, what is that, 1.3 seconds ahead? Seven laps have gone by so far in the Monza Grand Prix. 20 laps remain. This is a long Grand Prix in the wet. This race is going to feel longer than it usually is because of the slower laps.
Allison, I think he might get another body from that. He's just jumped over the curb.
Yeah, some curbs are unrelated. So like if you get like 2 warnings on one side, and then you get 2, like you can still get like a warning or 2 at another curb completely separately.
Yeah.
Because they understand that it's like a different, it's not connected.
Yeah.
So every now and then, like, right, as long as you keep it clean, you can mess up every now and then. Lando's been able to stay within a second from Allison, which has been very, very impressive. And him and Benjamin have both gone back and forth, trading second and third. It will be nice to see Allison, Lando, and Benjamin all secure podium, but we are still a long ways from the end, and anything could happen.
If you were Allison and Lando was trying to pass you, would you let him through because he has 6 seconds, or would you keep him behind?
Keep him behind.
I'd probably let him go because I keep with him.
Yeah, but then again, like you're letting that guy limit you, and so with these guys, especially with these fast guys, you don't want anyone holding you up.
Yeah.
It is interesting if these guys have literally the same pace. They might just have the same pace in the wet. And again, Lando has made some mistakes, so even if he was ahead, you're still gonna be right there because Allison seems like a smoother driver than Lando does, at least from this race.
Yeah.
Allison seems to start, looks like he's stepping it up now. He's increased the gap to 1.5 seconds. And it's through the chicane that he loses it. Nope, gains it right back. 1.4. Yep, then it stays at 1.40, 1.402, 1.401, 1.402, 1.401.
So, what's your
Again,
predictions?
I think these guys are gonna keep podium.
Yeah.
If these guys if these guys just focus, they'll pit. They'll all pit once. They'll try to cover each other. They'll probably all pit at the same time, and it'll remain in this order. And Lando and Benjamin might move depending on penalties.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just opening something.
Oh yeah, our viewers know. They can tell.
Oh, Kaz is out. He's on
Yep,
track as
little
well.
Chaz.
Oh, safety car.
And there's a safety car. We might see a pit stop.
You kind of have to pit because, like, you're in the wet. practically the whole race, and it's going to be the only chance to get. Oh,
No, he doesn't. Allison passes. They all pass.
interesting.
Leighton pits.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
And he will collect a 5-second penalty for coming in way too high.
What would you
Coder
do?
will go straight. I don't need a pit yet.
I mean,
Yeah, but those intermediates get better with time.
No, I know, but
So
like, this could be the only chance you ever get of like a pit stop, and then otherwise you have to actually pit because it's the wet conditions. So I don't know.
But I don't think you have. I mean, can you go full the whole race on one set of inters?
No, you're not allowed. You have to pit. That's why, because it's mandatory to pit in the race. So that's why I'm thinking of a pit now.
I don't think in the wet though. I think it's off when it's wet.
I'll check. Yeah, no, yeah. It's a. Let me check.
Okay, so we'll see the guys come around, but if they pit now, you're moved to the back of the pack.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, it really is point. That was their chance to pit because they were right by the pit lane when the crash happened. So it was like a split-second decision for them to make. Do I pit now or not? If they don't pit, then they are banking on there being a safety car later. Because like you said, it is bad. Like it isn't good for their strategy if there is no safety car later.
Yeah, no. In each F1 game race, you have to pit. It's mandatory. So yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so you have to pit.
So they're obviously really thinking that there's going to be another safety car if this is the case.
And we have Coder pitting.
Yeah.
Coder realized this might be his only chance to pit. Yep, and but again, he lost his position now. He's going to come out.
Yeah.
He's going to lose all these places that he probably wouldn't have lost had he pit last lap.
I think it was because Leighton came in last lap, and they kind of didn't want to double stack.
The double stack, yep. Right, here comes Coder.
Behind her. I mean, do inters go till the end now if you've just played?
Yep, they will. They will take you all the way to the end. So Allison is down on a pit. Lando's down on a pit. Everyone else is pit. Benjamin's down on the top three have not pit. Everyone else, Corey, Leighton, Coder, did they?
Corey hasn't pit, but then everyone else, except everyone down front Corey has pit.
Yeah, Corey hasn't pit either, so the top four have not pit. Everyone else is pit for fresh inters.
Has Allison thrown away his win?
No, I think he can, if he steps it up, he might be able to pit and catch up to everyone else. Again, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Because as soon as those guys pit, they're going to be scattered throughout the rest of the pack. And then they're going to be, if they are faster, they're going to be fighting their way back up the grid.
When you have fast drivers up ahead of the grid, it's going to be very tough to get faster.
So right, so those four might scatter, and we might get a very different looking results card at the end. Again, this is the importance of strategy. If you don't get your pits right, you really can mess up your strategy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I have to go for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
restart.
What's that?
It was a weird restart. Just
Oh,
failed.
yeah.
Oh! Oh! The team Mercedes have hit into each other.
Oh, Benjamin, pop out! Oh, Benjamin has lost his wing. Pop out.
Seemed to me that Papel was the sole reason behind that. He just hit him twice. So.
Ouch! And Benjamin's race might just have been compromised.
Leighton's just after losing it. It was
Yeah. Got a little touchy there through the exit of the chicane. Pop out. Both Mercs pitting. Pop out comes out first. Benjamin has to. Well, at least he serves his time penalty. It seems.
I mean, it's not a good feeling when you crush with an owner, is it?
Yeah, or when you come out last. He's close to getting lapped. No, he was not able to serve his penalty. So Benjamin just went from being podium in the run for podium to just maybe 40 seconds in front of Allison.
Needs a safety car.
Yep, he needs a safety car. They need a safety car now the Mercs need a safety car to bring them back into the race. Arian is going to be scorning.
Did Coder hit? He didn't.
So now the first 5 cars are, well, the first 6 cars are Allison in the Alfa Romeo, Lando in the Red Bull, Corey McLaren, Coder, Alpine, Zeech, McLaren, Leighton, Alpine. Oh, and Bogveen passes Leighton and Leighton spins! No, Bogveen!
Oh.
Now, in 6th place, Leighton.
Did Leighton spin on his own, or was he hit?
No, Bogveen and him made contact as they came through the chicane.
Oh, that is bad.
Oh, Racing Jason in the Ferrari. Trying to make a move on Bogveen, but he doesn't. Bogveen immediately steps on the throttle, and Gangster Dog now gaining on Racing Jason. Gangster Dog millimeters away from Racing Jason's rear right tire. Oh! Gangster Dog spins into the pit.
That's not like the best way to go into the pits I've ever seen.
No, he helicoptered into the pits.
Yeah, no, I know, but nice way to get your front wing changed.
Yeah, at least he was right there. Like,
did he need a pit stop? I think he did.
No, he broke his wing. He lost control and he broke his wing, and then because he slid into the pit, it auto reset him back out. It's like you can't come in like that. It's like, okay, well I need to come in anyway. It's like, yeah, you do.
Free pit stop? I guess. It just goes to show how tough a track Monza is,
Yep.
especially in the wet. Like,
Yep. It's a very hard wet race because you have the low downforce, you know, high speed straights,
yeah.
and mixed with the hard braking points.
Parabolica
You know, it's
is
very.
actually dangerous in the wet.
Yeah,
Coder.
there's no secure. You can't floor it. As soon as you floor it, you're dead. You have to balance your throttle the whole way through.
Yeah.
No games. Yeah, no funny business.
Ooh. Is Coder gonna? Oh. Gangster Dogs just spun it. Did he?
And I'm still following Kenzie.
He lost the position.
Coder
Mackenzie.
makes the move on Corey.
Ooh.
Oh, into the chicane they go, side by side.
Oh.
Into Curva Grande. Coder on the outside. Corey on the inside. Corey takes the lead.
Oh, that was great racing.
That was nice hard racing. They approach the second chicane. Corey leads now.
Oh.
Coder gets a better exit. Coder tries to go on the inside. You have to watch it.
Jesus. Oh. These two just put on a show like they did last year.
Gangster Dog has to pit again.
Yeah, he lost it again. Here we go.
Coder trying to go on the outside of Ascari. Plays very dangerously. Zeech right behind Coder. Zeech in the McLaren wants to give Coder a run for his money. Corey, Lando, and Allison have not pit. That will mean that Coder and Zeech are in the running to lead the race after these guys pit.
He's gonna send it? Oh, he sent it.
It's gonna get very interesting as we near the last final 9 laps of Monza. Allison, Lando, and Corey need a pit still. Dude, I think you're wrong. I think you can just go straight if it's wet.
I do. But then,
Are you sure if it's wet that you still have
let
to
me
pit?
check.
Yeah, because that's the distinction. If it's wet, do you still have to pit? Obviously you do if it's dry. I know that for sure. Yeah, I'm not disputing that. The distinction is if it's wet.
In each race,
if they-
hold on, here it is. In each race, every car is obliged to make at least one pit stop.
It doesn't say if it's wet though. Can you like Google something? Like, can you Google if it's wet? Do you have to pit in F1 2021? If you Google that, that should give you, like, people should have. Oh, and Corey. I'm sorry, Zeech, creeping up on Coder. Coder took a Scary bomb. Zeech turns on the ERS, and they will make a move. The McLarens, they will make a move on Coder, and they do. Coder takes the inside of Parabolica, but it will be no match for Zeech's ERS. The McLarens.
Yeah, it's not coming up. Oh.
Oh! And Coder sends it on both McLarens! Oh, what a great bit of racing. Coder leading both McLarens now.
Not over yet.
Into the first chicane. Side by side they go. A little bit of contact.
So,
The
look at the
Alpine.
bat.
Zeech moves into third. Oh! Zeech loses some traction.
Oh, Gangster Dog's out.
Is this the safety
Oh.
car? It is!
Oh, it's just safe.
It is a safety car! I'm losing my voice, ladies and gentlemen, because I cannot believe this. Lap 19, Gangster Dog. Oh, my voice is cracking. I'm so sorry.
Allison has got a free pit stop now. Because it is. I've looked. I found it. it is. You have to make a pit stop.
Okay, you have to. Alright, perfect.
And
Yep.
Allison doesn't. Oh, he does. He does.
He does, yep. Goes
Lando
into the pit
doesn't.
stop. Lando, well, it depends. He might have room to pit later. If he's leading, he might have room to pit at the end of this lap.
Jason has to pit as he has wing damage. They all got loads of damage. Allison's gone into softs. Although I don't think he's gonna get. Oh, they're all going into softs.
What?
They're all
Allison, Coder, and Racing Jason have all gone on softs.
Coder, did he go on softs? Oh.
Yes, he's on softs.
What is. It doesn't.
Oh, I think their strategy messed them up, dude.
You can. That doesn't look wet to me. No, dry to me. You could have a first time anyway. Both of them.
Okay. If that racing line is dry, softs are the best tire right now. If the racing line is dry.
Yeah.
It might not look dry to us, right? But if that racing line is dry to them,
and
if they stay within that racing line, that will work.
I'm just gonna go on board with Corey. Check him.
Yeah.
Doesn't look that dry to me.
Who's streaming? Is any of them streaming? Go look at their actual stream.
I'll check Coder's POV.
Yeah, he streams, right?
Yeah, he's streaming.
Yeah. Check his stream and see if his track is dry or not.
No, it's not dry to him, but I'll see how he takes his scar right now. Oh no!
If it was an accident.
No.
Okay.
This.
They'll be pitting again. They'll be pitting again if that was an accident.
That's the wrong call, I think. Oh no, Core's in. Because if you looked on board with Coder, he's struggling.
Lando's pitting. Lando, they put him on softs too.
Yeah.
They're all on softs.
I mean, they're struggling.
The left side of the track is dry. On the straight, the left side of the track is absolutely dry. This is now a dry track.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely dry. Oh, Coder's.
He's on inters, yeah, both of these on inters. By the time the safety cars come in, this will most likely be a dry track.
This is gonna be so finish.
All but three of the cars have now gone on softs. Only Boakveen, Layton, and Papout are on inters. Everyone else is on softs. Kenzie has retired on softs.
Yeah. This is quite something. Because if you look on most people's like screens, like they just don't look like the right tire. Like Jason is trying to full throttle on the sauce right now, and he's nearly spinning. So the rain has stopped. So
yep, it's not raining anymore. And like I said, the racing line looks drier and drier.
Will it dry quick enough?
I think so. These guys are not bunched up yet, so we will get maybe two more. In this weather, we will get probably two more safety car laps. My bet is by then it'll be dry.
I don't think it'll be dry, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a assumption. No way to know until we're there. Allison now always has been faking the pit every time he passes by. Maybe to try to catch someone else behind him off guard, making them think that he wants to pit.
Yeah, the track's dry. I see it.
Yep, it's dry.
Will it have that bit of grip for people who are on inters still to, keep going? Throw something.
Goldbean still on inters. Layton still on inters. Everyone else is on softs. Pop out, just pitted for inters. HSR Benjamin on inters. HSR Benjamin, pretty much the only guy we're waiting on. He's still a minute 20 behind the pack. As he pit. Oh, Allison nearly lost it.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think that track is just quite ready for softs.
Yeah,
Or
if you go on board with Coder, it just doesn't look like it. Just the way he's taking corners, it's like not how you usually take them under safety car. It's so slow. It's in this lap, so.
yep, we will see. We will see just exactly. No, it's not in yet. We have to wait for Benjamin.
It is in.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it said it was in.
Oh, yeah, it is in. Yeah, you're right. Now, all cars are now waiting for Allison as he controls pace.
I mean, it's gonna have the acceleration on anyway, so it's not really a matter about that. Yeah, the track's dry now, you can see it there.
Oh, he gets Bookbeam with the speed trap, and then Allison dusts him.
Oh, Coder's
Goes
out.
down the
Coder
straight.
crashed. Coder crashed. There was a massive crash at the restart. And Allison will gain a bunch of points on Coder now.
Yep. This race has really turned out quite spectacular. XR Benjamin gets fastest lap.
Jason and Corey fighting for P2 because of the penalties. Did you see what happened to the Coder and all, or?
No, I missed it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
You're?
It's so odd. No, I was up ahead with Allison going down the straight, and then that's when you called it.
Yeah, it just there was like 4 cars just crashed in between. I don't know.
Corey about to overtake Bookbeam, and he does. Gets into P3. Allison, meanwhile, takes fastest lap with the 24.5. Lando, 6 seconds ahead of Corey. Is it possible we see Lando extend that lead up to 6?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, if
Might
Jason,
happen, yeah. It might
Jason gets past
he's up
him
at 5 now. It's up at 5. Lando,
Yeah.
the difference between Corey, up at 5.1. Fluctuating, of course, through these chicanes.
Jason sends it.
Oh, racing Jason. Contact with Corey.
Oh, he's off.
And that is the margin that Lando needs to keep P2. These are great points for Red Bull if he can keep P2.
You're obviously hoping he stays 6 seconds ahead.
Yeah,
So
obviously, yeah, I'm very biased on this.
I'm hoping Jason gets past Corey. Sure, because it's so fast.
Yep, the track is completely dry now, and Allison is completely ripping this track a new one. I don't know. Corey seems to be making up time on Lando, so unless there is an incident with Corey, Lando might lose his P2.
Jason's lost his chance at Corey now. He's spun it. No, he nearly spun it, he just lost it there.
Bookbeam had a pit for softs finally. He lost out on the gamble. Oh, pop out and Coder. Touch it. Zeech, 3-second penalty, will stay behind Racing Jason. Even if he gets the pass here, DRS has been activated. Zeech gets the pass on Racing Jason. Into Ascari they go.
This must be so
Zeech has a bad exit. And Jason Racing, or Racing Jason, or what, I don't know how to say his name now. It's become a tongue twister. He gets the pass back on Zeech. Meanwhile, Corey makes some time on Lando. Lando will keep P3, but he will not keep his P2 at this rate. Zeech makes the pass on Racing Jason. Racing Jason pushes through. Goes into Curva Grande, following Zeech. Benjamin gets fastest lap with the 121.4. Benjamin is in the points now, only 10 cars remaining. Every car will score at least 1 point. Oh, and Zeech loses some time. Racing Jason nearly rear-ends him. We are in the penultimate lap of Monza, the Italian GP for Tier 1. So far, Allison leading the race. He took pole, now leading the race. Lando right behind Allison, 4 seconds back. Has a 4-second penalty that is currently hurting his chances at P2. He has 4/10 from claiming P2. All he has to do is dust Corey, but we know that that is no easy task. Cars go into the last lap. We are on board with Allison. There is a battle right now between Zeech, Jason, and Coder.
Oh.
Coder has DRS. Will pass Racing Jason.
Oh, man.
Coder will also pass Zeech. And Coder makes the move of lifetime down the straight.
Oh,
But he also has a bad exit. Boakbean has DNF'd.
yeah.
Boakbean has DNF'd coming into Ascari. Boakbean will not get points. Or a point.
This race has been madness.
Corey, 5.8 seconds. So close, 5.9. Can Lando keep P2?
Oh.
He is 300ths away. Can Lando do it? Can the Red Bull come through? It's 6. Corey needs to have a bad exit.
He just needs Parabolica to go well.
Lando needs to ace Parabolica.
Oh.
He has
Oh
it.
my god.
He has it at 6.
This is
Corey,
so...
5.9.
Does he get it?
He got
Oh,
it.
he just
Corey,
got it.
by 300ths of a second, the finest of margins, Corey takes P2 from Lando.
Wow.
What the fuck?
What a race. That has to be up there, one of the best. Oh, it's just special. Of course, Allison wins. No surprise there. 4 in a row. Well done.
Corey fights back and with seconds to spare, literally less than a second to spare, takes P2.
That is that like the tightest margin ever for a position? I'd say. Like in this.
Probably, we've had a few close ones. Yeah, we've had a few close ones, but that's really, really close. What a race. Ladies and gentlemen, the Italian GP never disappoints. Your race winner for Alfa Romeo, now the 4th time in a row, Allison. Your P2 finisher, Corey Sewell, and with P3, driving for Red Bull, Lando. We will invite the podium winners to our party shortly.
Oh no. Bit of a Ferrari McLaren battle going on in the main shop.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, but hold on. We invited the other two podium finishers. We're just gonna wait to see if they join or not, and then we will get to interviews. You might be the only one if they don't join, but we'll see right now. Oh, I don't think they're gonna join. Are they saying anything?
Who finished on the podium?
It was you with P1. It was Corey with P2, and it was Lando with P3.
Coda was P4?
No, he got
P4.
yeah, P4.
Okay. Nice, nice.
You're gonna gain points. You're gonna win the championship if you keep this up now.
Nah, I'm still very far behind. I think he won the first 6 races and then I joined. He was like P6 or P7 after the safety car, but I think 2 people crashed or something. So he got a few extra positions. Yeah. You got points for pole as well, no?
No, not for pole. Oh, you get fastest lap if you got it.
Oh, yeah, fastest lap, yeah. I was so close on the fastest lap, but I had no ERS anymore. And I didn't want to bin it on the last lap.
All right. Lando hasn't joined yet, so we'll start with Corey, and then we'll move on to Allison in a bit. So bear with us. All right. So with after a very wet race at Monza, we have with this our P2 finishers. Let's talk to Corey with McLaren. Corey, it was a wild qualifying session and a very wild race. Can you please take us through your thoughts? How do you think you did today?
I think I did alright. I mean, I was quite happy with P2 because I started third and then had a really, really bad start on the Inters. And I dropped to like 6th, I think. But I sort of kept staying out like for the safety cars and then took a bit of a gamble pitting for softs under the second safety car and just managed to make up a few places and got P2 by like 300ths, I think it was. So bit of a wild race, and had to get my elbows out. But yeah, I think it was good. I think it was good.
What did you, as drivers, what did you guys get for weather notification? Did it tell you guys it was going to dry up towards the end?
Yeah, we saw it was going to dry up towards the end, but whenever I kept asking Jeff, he was just saying into the fastest tyre, so it was a bit of a gamble, but I just sort of went with my instinct from what I saw at the start.
Yeah, and was this is what I really want to ask both of you guys because from our vantage point we couldn't really tell, but like was it hard deciding when to pit? Because after you guys pit, there was still like 2 or 3 laps when you guys were all sliding around on the softs.
Yeah, it was a bit of a tough decision because it was when I pitted, it was definitely still inters, but I thought there'll be another 2 laps or so under the safety car, so might be enough
Yeah,
for it to
and then
dry out.
yeah, and then it ended up paying off. All the cars that didn't pit, like it was just solid dry within like 2 or 3 laps after that.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. I don't think you. Oh, you had a really good battle with Alpine, and with Coder. Do you have any comments on the battles you had today?
Yeah, no, I think the battle with Coda was quite good to be fair. Good hard racing and yeah, it was quite good. But I'm quite happy that I managed to hold him up because he pitted for fresh inters. So I tried holding him up a bit so my teammate could catch up, but yeah, he got by eventually.
Yeah. Both you and Zeech did a great job. Zeech was he didn't he missed out on a couple of uh, positions that you probably should have had, but either way, it was still a great race for both of you guys. Uh, Corey, again, congrats on your P2. You had a great race today.
Cheers.
It was hard fought, and at the very last bit between you and Lando, again, I didn't know. I was having a heart attack because I wasn't sure who was gonna get P2 or
Yeah,
P3. we were just
it
we
was
were just
really
watching
close.
we were watching the timer, and then we were like, oh, if he gets that 6 second margin, then Lando gets that P2, and just you were able to hold him off to 33 hundredths of a second, 0.033, and that was the difference
That's
between
pretty
P2 and
close.
P3. Yeah, so congrats on P2, bud, and
Cheers.
enjoy the podium, bud.
Will do.
Yep. And moving on to our P1, and I think this is now the fourth race in a row. I think he won. Is it Imola, Silverstone, Hungary, and now Monza? Allison, how are you doing, bud?
Yeah, I'm doing great. It was a
Uh,
entertaining race, let's say.
yeah, it's races like today really do sort of catch you off guard because, like again, if you know what the weather is like, it's easy to just plan for a dry race. But when you don't know how the weather's going to be like, it really does test, your strategy, your fortitude. Like it makes sure that you do all your homework if you want to finish the race. And again, like I think that today really showed that you did that like you earned that P1 because it was wet, but you were able to stay out in front of everyone. Did you? Here's the question that I wanted to have because like this was what I noticed. Well, did you feel slower out in the wet? Did you feel like the guys were catching up a little bit, maybe too much to you, or did you feel, or was maybe were you controlling your pace a little bit at the beginning?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what setup I wanted to use, because I got pole, and overtaking in the wet isn't easy. So my plan was to go 2-3 wings, and I was so fast on the straight. So obviously they were faster around 1 lap, but they had no chance overtaking me. That was really my strategy. So yeah, after 5-6 laps, I started to get in a rhythm, and yeah, I just tried to save my tires, but the tire wear was so high. If the safety car didn't came out, I would probably have gotten a puncture. I think I had like 65% already on my rears. So yeah, that was crazy. I was trying to
You
save them the
you
whole race.
Yeah, you opted to not pit for the first safety car, which came I think lap 9, and then or lap 11, something like that. And then the second safety car was I think lap 19, and that one right. So you ran your inters up, all the way up, and then you had a pit, right? So you were looking to pit anyway, and then the safety car made you come in.
Yeah, I would probably, if the safety car didn't came out, I wouldn't have pitted, but yeah, it was really tricky with the puncture, but yeah, and I was just calculating the tire wear. It was like 4 or 5% per lap. Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
got in puncture territory at lap 22, 23, I think. So yeah, when it dried up, it was perfect. I just had to go for softs because yeah, if you pit for inters, you maybe have 1 lap advantage, but it was drying up so fast. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so 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 like how fast was it like a 3 lap thing where it dried up, or was it a little bit more?
Yeah,
because you were sliding around too. I think I followed you around while you were with the safety car, and I think the Aston Martin he was on inters next to you, and you were like sliding out around a little bit.
yeah, I was just trying to not crash because it's so easy on like my tires were 60, 70 degrees, and in wet conditions with dry tires, that's so hard. You know,
Right.
it was still raining when I pitted, so it was a big gamble, but luckily it paid off.
Yeah. With so you, yeah, it's like when I think about that, yeah, like what you did was really hard to do. So to pit like that, to keep the softs out when it's slippery, and again to hold P1, to hold everyone else out, it's a well earned win. So Allison, again, congrats, man. We love you. You're fast as fuck. Sorry for cursing. I don't care. You're fast as fuck, bro. And we're glad you're here, and we hope to see you keep killing it, man. Again, like if you show up to the rest of the races, mathematically you can, because
Yeah.
it's not a guarantee that Coder finishes first. So or it's not a guarantee that he gets points every race. So if you show up and if you do it all right, you can still you can still give him fight. So. Uh, yeah, so congrats on your win. You won the PRL Italian Grand Prix. You're the Italian Grand Prix winner, and we uh, we will catch you next week. And where are we at? Portugal, I think.
Portugal, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see you next Saturday at Portugal. And for our viewers, everyone watching, if it's live, tomorrow we will have a Tier 2 race at Monza. And if you're watching this after, if you're watching it on YouTube, please like and follow our page, and do the same on Twitch. And if you're watching on Twitch, please do the same for both pages. All right, thank you everybody for sticking with us today. We had a great day of racing, and we're not done. We have one more tomorrow. So thank you, and we'll see you then. Adios.